Hi, my name is Wanja Syairani binti Muhammad Azlan from the Department of International Relations and Strategic Study.
Hi, I'm Melina from the Department of International Relations.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Saki bin Safi. I am from Department of Arts of History.
Stepping into the development era, do you notice any major changes? Do you feel any different? Do you take a moment and breathe? How's nature? I bet you can see where I'm going. Yes, let's talk about climate change, specifically in our country, Malaysia. Despite the great and vast development we see in this era, isn't it concerning that we are actually neglecting the nature and the environment? By now, I'm sure you already heard about global warming. The sun's heat is trapped as the greenhouse gas emissions blanket the earth. So as a result, the global warming and climate change occur. So the world is currently warming faster than at any other time in human history. So, Malaysia has been appointed as one of the several countries that will experience 20% lower economic growth by 2050 if the global rising temperatures are severely constrained to 2 degrees Celsius. So the maximum daily temperature recorded at most meteorological stations from 24th to the 30th May in 2022 in the peninsula area is between 27.6 degrees Celsius until 35.9 degrees Celsius, while in Sabah and Sarawak it is between 27.1 degrees Celsius and 35.7 degrees Celsius. Not to forget, we've been hearing the news of flash floods occurring in Malaysia, especially in our own capital city, which is in Kuala Lumpur. Within this year, 2022, flash floods have hit Malaysia's Klang Valley, which includes the capital of Kuala Lumpur and the areas in the neighbouring state of Selangor, which occurs only 3 months after the murderous flooding took the lives of the dozens of citizens. And these flash floods are caused by the pouring of heavy rain, which eventually result into a flash flood due to an unsystematic drainage system. And this is very concerning towards Malaysia's current and future condition.
Okay, so now we have come to the last major impact of climate changes, which is a drought. Drought can be interpreted as prolonged period of low rainfall, which lead to shortage of water. Drought occurs due to the two factors, namely, which is climate changes and the El Nino phenomenon. Climate changes contribute to the occurrence of droughts due to the changes in temperature, rainfall, and wind according to the seasons. Malaysia is located in the equator, where the country experiences heat and rain throughout the year. Another reason for the occurrence of drought is due to the effect of El Nino phenomenon, which is, as we all know, El Nino is a phenomenon of hot and dry weather continuously for a long period of time, which causes the water content of the soil to decrease and lead to soil drought. Malaysia experienced a severe drought in 2015, where the continuous hot and dry weather coupled with a range of the rainfall was decreasing, leading to a drop in dam water levels at alarming situation. So next we will look at the strategies on how to control the effect of climate changes, since it's quite impossible for us to overcome the problem totally. So we will look at the first climate change effect, which is global warming, where the government can actually enact relevant acts periodically so that appropriate punishment will be imposed on to those who are actually guilty. To this day, we can still see the illegal logging activities that are causing global warming. That's cutting down trees in forests is still going on.
Various structural as well as non-structural measures can be taken by the Malaysian government to alleviate the flooding problem. Under structural measures, engineering methods are used to solve the flooding problem. For instance, the river capacity can be increased to accommodate the surplus runoff through channel improvement, construction of levees and embankments, flood bypasses, river diversions, and construction of flood storage dams. Non-structural measures, on the other hand, are proposed where engineering measures are not applicable or viable, or where supplementary measures are required. They include restriction of development, land use zoning, resettlement of population, flood proofing, and flood forecasting and warning systems. Next off, the Malaysian government could initiate the drought planning process through the appointment of a drought task force. The task force has two purposes. First, the task force supervises and coordinates the development of the plan. Second, after the plan is developed and during times of drought, when the plan is activated, the task force coordinates actions, implements mitigation and response programs, and makes policy recommendations to the governor or other appropriate political leader. The task force should reflect the multidisciplinary nature of drought and its impacts, and it should also include appropriate representatives of government agencies, including provincial and federal, and universities where appropriate expertise are available.
So at the end of the video, we can conclude that Malaysia is also one of the country that also heavily impacted by the climate changes. And till this day, there's no obvious strategy that can be implemented to curb these issues. So as I mentioned, how about we play our part to preserve the nature so that our next generation can still live in green environment. So save the earth, start with you.